What's up, everybody? It's me, Josh, Relentless Motorsports, and this is today's episode of I don't even know what day it is. It's Tuesday, December 6th, 2022. What am I doing December 6th, 2022? Well, of course, I'm building ECUs and fixing automotive electronics. It's what I do. And if you don't know that, check my workout on Facebook at Relentless Motorsports TX. Ha ha ha. Check it out. Anyway, on today's episode of What Am I Working On? I am working on a 1994 SC300 ECU. And here it is. So, this is an ECU that came from another shop. I'm not going to mention names as much as I'd like to because these people have done some pretty horrible stuff to people in the community. But it's not my place. I just finally got these installed. The board is all messed up down there. These are contacts that are damaged. Some of it's got flux on it. I have a cleaner that's going to go back over and clean the flux. And after the flux is cleaned, I will spray some conformal coating on the board to seal it back up. But anyway, some of the conformal coating up in here is up. But if you look from another ECU shop, they left all this porosity and contamination underneath the board. Well, you could see where it was. I've cleaned it using my proprietary solution. These ECUs, the header plug goes in and it structures and goes through the case, which is right here. So these ECUs are difficult to work on when they're down to this area, which is still no excuse for an ECU repair shop to get away with doing this kind of shoddy stuff. Anyway, what I want to show you is this. Just trying to move some stuff around. My work area is a mess. I gotta find time one of these days to clean it. So these ECU cases here, as you see, it's got this lip right here, and it's got these mounts here, 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 and here. What these mounts are is these are where this board screws in. If you look, there's correlating holes here, 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 and then they're up here and there. And the main primary bond board screws to that, and then you have your ribbon cables. It flips up here, and then you got this little area which is kind of used like a heat sink, and then you have a driver for the one of the main drivers. This guy here has a little screw that screws into this screw boss. And anyway, these ECUs love to leak down. There's 2 microfarad caps on the board that would leak down into this area. They like to leak up around here in the SC2, up around the main transistor array, and then you have your drivers here, the main transistor array, and then you get your drivers that like to run down. And ESR will leak out of the 220 UF cap or the 100. Most of the time it's the 220, and it'll puke and it'll run down. It'll eat all these legs off of here. I've already cleaned this up a little bit down in there as much as possible. It really, I don't know why it looks silver and shiny. It's the way the light's hitting it. But, it'll wipe all these guys out. But anyway, when this case, let me simulate the case being in. So I'm going to have to set you guys down for a second, or I can put you guys here and you can still look at me. We can, how do I put, I'm having a little bit of a brain fart, don't mind me. So anyway, we take this, and I'm not going to screw it in because it needs the solder screws. But here, this will simulate the ECU being back on the case. So if you look, let's leave this closed for a second just so you can kind of get the point. If you look down here, hide my smashed finger. I closed that thing in a door. Pretty gnarly, huh? It hurts like absolute, like you don't even know. So this screws to these bolt balls, these screw bosses right here, your header plug, and it goes through the case. Look, you can't pull the board out because you got this that rests in between here, and then it's got this flange on the plug that sits out here. You can't get it through. So this plug, the only way to remove it, to clean down underneath it, where you see I clean, is to pull this plug out. So what a lot of people do is they'll leave this plug in, they'll flip the ECU. It's hard to get down in there. You can change the caps, and sometimes you can clean up down in this area down in here. I wish I had a light that I could shine, but I don't have one that I can do that while holding it open for you guys like that. And what they do is they go in there, they throw caps, they leave stuff contaminated, they leave stuff burnt up, they do porker jobs like that. They use cheap, crappy caps from, looks like it's knockoff Chemicon caps from eBay. They might be real. I don't know. I haven't really pulled them out yet. So get this board back out. So anyway, what I had to do to properly fix this ECU is, one, I had to get it out of this case here. And obviously, to work on an ECU, you gotta pull the lids off. So, excuse me. I pulled the lids and everything off, got down in here, and I could literally smell. This stuff has a unique smell to it, especially when it gets hot. You can smell the electrolytic fluid that comes out of the caps. It's kind of got a fishy smell to it. So I looked, I saw it was all over up in the top and a lot down in that bottom corner. Well, if you look on my page, I've already posted some pictures. On Facebook, I'm going to be posting on IG tonight when I get a little bit of free time. And anyway, this header plug, let me set it on the board without the case on it so you can kind of still see how it goes. So here's the header plug. Flip you guys around. So let me get the light over here. If you look, see the header plug, even if it did come out of the case, those traces that are all contaminated run underneath it. So either way, this plug has to first come off, which these guys fail to even attempt to do. Granted, taking this plug off is not easy. Especially, well, it's easy to get it off. It's not easy to get it off and not damage stuff. Anyway, and then you got to get down underneath here because there was just tons of contamination all down in this area here, and it had wiped out several traces. As you can, repaired the traces. Yeah, I'm going to. There's segments missing there. There's some broken stuff up in there. There's more missing up there. There's several moving down there. I don't know if you guys could see slightly. There's tracks missing. There's a little piece of solder there. I got to get that off. Actually, no, that's not solder. That's actually a little bit of flux. It was reflecting on the phone. Looked like solder. Mind you, a lot of this goopy looking stuff up here is from the flux that the other ECU shop literally just got all over the board. The board cleaner cleans most of it up, but there's just some areas where it's just so nasty. Look at it. It's just like goopy. I have a solution that's going to clean the rest of that up, but it's nasty. Like you could see it here. There's tons of it's just disgusting. I don't know if you guys can see it moving around. Look at that. See it moving around? Look, there's a little stringy of it. It's disgusting. They didn't clean it. I just can't like wrap my head around like people like, you know, yeah, owning a business is about money and people want quick turnaround times and there's factors, I get it. But don't offer to fix something for somebody if you're actually not going to attempt to fix it. Yeah, sometimes there's things, it happens to me too, where, you know, you think you fixed it, everything on paper looks good, and it's still not good. Things happen. You know, they are old, we are human, we make mistakes, but that is just outright lack of effort. Like, these people, they don't care. They want to just charge a quick buck, give you a runaround, BS, and send you stuff back, and then just take your money. It's crazy. It's crazy. I got cat fur in my mouth because normally my cat's in here, and there's cat fur that blows around every now and then. Anyway, sorry about that. You know, these people, they literally, they don't have your best interest in mind. They don't have your product. They don't have, you know, your belongings as a priority. They want to get in there. They want to just throw some capacitors or a little stupid driver or a transistor, whatever the heck they're working on in there. Seal it up, stick some goofy stickers on it, and professionally rebuild and charge you like $400 or $500. Stuff it out the door, and when you call them and it don't work, they're just going to turn around and go, oh, well, we can look at it again, and you're going to send it back. And they're going to be like, oh, well, there's nothing we see in it. The ECU still looks the way it was when we send it to you. It looks great. Blah, 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 blah. Maybe we can give you a slight discount on buying another ECU that we know works. And they scam you out, so now they got money for the repair, and now they charge you money for another ECU that's probably just as nasty inside but somehow still working. And it's a lose-lose for you anyway. It's a win-win for them. I'm not like that. Like, I believe in karma. Karma's real. Karma's very real. So, in that regard, I mean, I'm going to get in here and I'm going to fix it. I don't care how long it takes me. This is why I don't give turnaround times, and I just tell everybody when you message me, it all depends on when it shows up. Each job is special and unique in its own way of what it needs. And I'm going to go through and give it what it needs. That's what y'all are asking me to do, right? That's what you guys are paying me to do. So, I had to strip this entire board for this SC300 out. Let me see if I got the front lid. I don't know where the front lid went. Oh, right in front of me. So, also another people, they're like, oh, it just needs cat. Here's some other components that had legs missing. Check this out. I haven't even pulled this out of the board yet. They left that cracked, form of a capacitor. Diodes here that I pulled out. This one doesn't look super bad, but it tested bad. This diode here had so much ESR in here. Let's set it down. That it's rotted. The leg is nasty. That was never going to work. This one's got contamination on it as well. Camera won't focus. There we go. That's nasty. Here's the solder screws I had to take out of the board. As you see, it's still got some solder around it. I will be cleaning that up, and then I'll reflow solder into them. So we can take... Here's the junky, improperly spec'd caps that this other entity decided to go. This is a main high voltage diode that goes in here. I've had to replace. This one's bad. So, you know, you got that. Let's throw all this stuff out. You got... It literally looks just... It's horrible. So, I'm not going to put this guy's information up there. This is a 2JZ manual transmission SC ECU. It's just totally uncalled for. I can't believe people of you guys like this. This is it really bothers me. People do this kind of shoddy stuff, and these are people that own businesses. This is just, it's not right. So I've had to reinstall. Those are all new diodes, except for that one with the yellow. That one was fine. I had to replace this. I had to replace these diodes. These two caps have been replaced by me. These resistors up here had to be replaced by me. And then they literally, all this flux here is stuff that other place put all over the board. I got to get it, but I can't do it yet because it'll take away my marks. I marked the board so I know where certain things go. So when I solder the plug back on, I can start structuring trace repair. I can start using the trace repair wire to fix it. This is just totally unacceptable. I mean, look, see, there's flux all over it. This is their solder work. That's the backside of all these injector drivers here, which I don't even know why they took them out, considering they didn't even clean the board up. It's still nasty, so I got to pull these resistors out, and I'm going to have to remove all these drivers again and clean up in there. So that's what I'm working on today. If you'd like to know more, or like to have me do your ECU and actually do it properly, in this case, I'm trying to readjust my fan there. You guys can hit me up at www.relentlessmotorsports.com or www.relentlessmotorsportstx.com. You can hit me up on Facebook at Relentless Motorsports TX. Excuse me, burping again. This coffee's getting to me, guys. And then you can same on Instagram, Relentless Motorsports TX. Shoot me a DM, or if you'd like to get me probably the best way to get a hold of me in this current time is through email, and that is salesrmstx@gmail.com. Anyway, hopefully I can help you guys. Hopefully we can keep saving old cars and keep these cars on the road, because I love them. They're cool. And hopefully I hear from you guys soon. Anyway, for the best ECU work in town, in the world, at this point I'm starting to feel like it's the best in the world. I'm not trying to be cocky, but after seeing stuff like that, I mean, it's like a no-brainer. Anyway, I'm going to get back to it. I got to make a post office run. I got to get some stuff out, and I got to go spray detail my Supra because it's covered in dust. I left it outside and went home last night. Like, yeah, I'm a bad Supra owner. I was just so beat by the end of the night, and I left it out. This place is secure. There's cameras everywhere, and yeah, there's dogs and all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, it's safe. Anyway, the only thing that's not safe from is dust. Yeah, it got covered in like airborne dust and stuff. So I'm gonna go spray detail it, make a post office run, finish my coffee, and I'm gonna get back to doing what I'm doing today. Anyway, later, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If you do, like and subscribe. Check me out. Message me down below. Write some comments. You know, when I see them, I'll try to respond to you guys, and hopefully I can meet some of you guys via the internet, or if you're local here, maybe we can talk, and one day we can meet up and roll to a car meet together. I mean, I'd love that. Anyway, hopefully we can make this happen. Hopefully we can save more old cars, and I'll talk to you guys later. Anyway, peace out, and this has been another episode of What Am I Doing Today at RMSTX. Later.